Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me an opportunity to support the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 11 of 2019. Mr. Speaker, sir, I sat here with a few members one day until 10:30 p.m. to consider the budget policy statement, where the Finance Committee had done a tremendous job in trying to make sure that they increase revenue that goes into the counties. Today, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm baffled. I see a bill passed by the National Assembly reducing the amount of money which is supposed to go to county government. Mr. Speaker, sir, one of my constitutional mandate is to defend the interest of county governments. And when I'm here, Mr. Speaker, sir, my role is to fight for more money to go to the county government. It is a bit hypocritical for Treasury, which is tasked with the mandate of ensuring that they collect more revenue, for them to come back and then ignore what this House has done. Mr. Speaker, sir, where we start negotiating is at 314 billion and nothing less than that. When we agree to pass this bill the way it is, Mr. Speaker, sir, all of us will be negating our duty, and it will be a sad day in the history of this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, when you look at all these services, early last year, I thought we were now moving back into a unitary state, because everything really focused only on the national government, this. The Constitution is very clear. The law is very clear. Wherever there is a shortfall, it is not the county governments to absorb, but the national government. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to make my submissions very brief. I will only pass. I will only give the vote to be able to go through once I'm assured that Narok County will not lose the money. The schedule that has been presented by the committee shows that Narok County will lose 183 million shillings. That is money that can be able to build hospitals. That is money that can be able to build water pans. It is a rainy season. Our people don't have water. Yet, instead of us sending more money to county governments, we are now saying, national government, you can have all the money. Mr. Speaker, sir, saying that 1.56 trillion stays in the national government and only 310 billion goes to the county government makes me wonder, what are we doing in this House? So, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a time where I don't give a hoot in hell whether we call a national government shutdown. We have to put our foot on the ground, Mr. Speaker, sir. More money has got to go to the county government. And, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would hope that the distinguished senators who will go to mediation will be able to stand there and look at the National Assembly team and insist that the only way we can be able to agree, if even the beginning, the best of negotiation, it's at 314 billion and nothing less. We increased the revenue allocated to counties to 335 billion because we saw everything which is happening in this country. We're talking about our economy growing by 6.3%. Why is it that the economy is growing, yet we are killing the county government where we are supposed to be able to support? So, Mr. Speaker, sir, this House is not a rubber stamp. We cannot be rubber stamping legislations. We cannot be sitting here and Treasury sits there. I have a lot of respect for the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury. But with this one, I begin to lose respect. Because you cannot sit there and decide that I'm going to reduce the money that goes to counties to 310 billion. Yet this House, through its wisdom, the amount of work that the Committee on Finance has undertaken, all these other agencies which are tasked in looking at how the economy is growing has recommended that we increase more money to at least 335 billion. Then you say unilaterally, no, let's go down to 310 billion. Mr. Speaker, sir, a few days ago, we had stakeholders meeting at the Public Account and Investment Committee, where we requested the Cabinet Secretary of Treasury to provide us with a contract that they signed with the manufacturers for this MESS program. And we gave them a few days. But in fact, the CIS who was representing the cabinet secretary then said, I don't think I can commit to giving you that agreement. So what are we saying? There are things which are allowed for national government to do, yet when we are here, we're supposed to be able to ensure that everything we are doing is for the interest of the Wanjikos. Mr. Speaker, sir, because the time is over, I support with amendments. We must send more money to county government or call a government shutdown. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.